Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Moon, and also Aquarius Rising, a weekly general tarot reading September 6th up until September 12th, 2021. And should you guys be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And as well, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads. And as well, that is going to help us tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. So with that being said, starting straight away with the reading here, and for this week I have decided to do something a little bit more practical, and that is going to be that I'm going to separate the reading into three sections. The first section, that will be your career, Aquarius, for the month of for the week 6th of September to 12th of September. And the first card in terms of career, that is going to be the Five of Pentacles. From the right hand side, from the left hand side, we do have the Six of Swords, and from the other side, that is going to be the Devil. All right, so we do have these three cards here. And so career-wise, it seems that you are going to face certain plights. I would say it that way, plights which are gonna make you question up how your career truly is developing, okay, or where your career truly is going to, okay. And what you are gonna come up to a conclusion, it is that there is some, I can't even call them a radical. It's more like a necessary actions are needed here in order to address, those situations, so to speak, which are making you feel uncertain and unstable, which are making you, how can I say, they do make your career feel questionable at that point. Most likely these actions for you are to be actions which were pretty obvious by now that needs to be taken, but you hope that it's not going to get that far, okay. And now, as the knife is kind of like touching the bone, you will at the end of the day have to traverse that threshold of fear and just do what it is necessary. Now, the biggest thing about this month for career, it is that you are to understand that just wishing things be better, it's not going to make the things better. It is simply an actions here are needed, okay. So into this week, Aquarius, if you are looking for work, in order to find work, you just have to start applying. It's just the work is not going to come on its own accord. It's pretty simple concept, but it is the true concept here with these cards. And as well, if you do want a good job, you should not underestimate yourself, but just go for the good job out there. Just gather up the courage, and just go and apply for it. Now, aside from that, you need to know that you are not alone in this. Okay, you're not alone into the plights into your career. You definitely can use some help from coworkers. You can even use some help from your I don't know, supervisor, or even from your boss, that is. But the main premise for you, Aquarius, for the month of career, it is to address the problems which are piling up, or which have piled up on their own accord. Small, but as they piled up, they are now kind of like quite of a force to be reckoned with, so to speak. And having those two here, okay, having those two here, which are passive supporters, it pretty much means that as you do wish things would be different to a certain extent, for some of you slightly different, for others a lot different, through it's not even a help, but it is more like a a cooperation, because like I said, you are not alone in this, but not through hell, but just somebody else doesn't want to be in that position as well. So together you can force a circumstances that will allow you to get off that hole of feeling uncertain about one another thing, or maybe for the entirety of your career. So just to summarize here, month of September for you Aquarius in terms of career is solving out those kind of aspects in it that are making you uncertain for the future, and instead making the future sound and safe, ensuring its certainty out there. But that is only going to happen by again questioning the way that career is unfolding, the lifestyle, not the lifestyle, but the way you are approaching stuff, and definitely changing something with it. The next thing that we're going to look into for you guys, that is going to be your finances. The first card we do have, that will be the Two of Cups. The second one, we have the Ten of Wands. And the third card for you in terms of finances, that is going to be the Queen of Wands. So those three cards, okay? And financially wise, if you are not going on a shopping spree throughout the month of September, you are going to be totally fine. What I mean is that month of September is a month where you should rather sit on your money, at least according to these cards, rather than start spending money into some kind of a how do you call it, programs. I will call it that way. So a programs going into a financial string, okay, where one thing leads to another and then to another. It's not a good idea through the month of September as well. It's not a good idea into the month of September into investing for not tangible results in terms of money. For example, investing into, I don't know, I don't want to say having a good time, but it is like investing into party, I would say it that way, because you can use those money for a better things, especially for loved ones, okay? Because that is how the Two of Cups pretty much stands. The other two cards next to it, pretty much they form a passive enemies from both sides, and they do speaks that you may get into financial loops that after that there will be no escape from, okay? So that also speaks that you should be very careful whom you are lending money to, because they may come about asking for more and for more and for more. And it is just, once you do lend, you do understand that if they don't get up to their on their feet, they're not going to return you the money. But in order to get on their feet, they need more money, and so it's kind of like that magic circle, and that's why you have to be very conservative about your finances. Again, best thing here is to sit on your money instead of going into a spending spree or a shopping spree here into the month of September, and you are going to be just fine. And the last thing that's I'm going to look into for you Aquarius is going to be your love life. So the first thing we do have, that is going to be the Page of Wands. From the other side, that is going to be the Sun card, and from one side that is going to be the Sun card, and from the other we do have the King of Cups. So these two here, okay, they are active enemies, but in kind of a good way. Okay, that is where the charade is going to end. That is where the facade is going to fall down. What I mean here is that it is highly likely that you do have somebody around who kind of like is experiencing deep emotions toward you, Aquarius, but they're doing pretty good job kind of like masking it, okay, kind of like not showing it to you and to the world, but that will become kind of impossible into the week of September 6th to the September 12th, and it's highly likely that at some point they just cannot stand it anymore, and is going to divulge everything they feel towards you, because it does look like of a kind of not new beginning, but something new in terms of love is coming your way, which kind of speaks that if you are right now into a relationship, it kind of smells of a trouble, because it's definitely something new, all right? And within you is holding the key. Are you going to give it a go, or are you not gonna go? Are you not going to give it a go? From another standpoint, relationship wise, things are going to be pretty good if you are finding yourself into a relationship right now into this week, because the week speaks of a lot of how can I say, content, which or enterprises which are going to reignite passion out there, and they are going to settle content into the relationship itself. And also it's highly likely that some good news are going to come to your way in terms of relationship. For example, that could be a news that your girlfriend is pregnant, or that you are pregnant, or I don't know, that you will get the chance to spend the holiday together. In any case, guys, if there is some kind of disgruntledness and as well grievances in between you two, should you be in a relationship, oh my god, why I'm always saying, because I just had a live for the month of September. But in any case, that week, September 6th to September 12th, it is where those grievances and disgruntledness is pretty much going to be buried beneath the soil, and you are going to bury down the hatchets. And it's simply you're going to choose to devote to each other's happiness rather than to making each other a miserable. And that is the moment where you will understand that your relationship actually is having a expanding energies of growth. But the bigger thing here for you, Aquarius, it is that if you are single, guys, is that person out there that has a deep emotions for you, it's simply not going to be able to hold it back anymore. Hopefully you will give them a chance to speak about it, and hopefully they're going to be somebody that you will consider as being an option available for you, or rather like a potential for you. So with that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. Kind of like give me a feedback. Do you like that format of a reading? And if so, I will continue on doing it that way. If not, I'm just gonna go to the back to the old way of a string reading. So yeah, with that being said, thank you all for watching. See you next time. Until then, bye.